Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Thomas St. Joseph, once again, joined by the great Mora boys. And we are excited to bring you today's riveting matchup of girls softball in the playoffs. I believe we are in the round of 8, and my hat just fell off.
Yeah.
We're in the round of 8.
Quarters.
Fords versus
Quarter semis? Whatever.
CB South, Central Bucks South. Expecting a good matchup today. Fords won their first 2 games of the playoff tournament. First game 8-2, second game 6-2. But CB South, the Titans, have also won their first 2 games. First game 6-4 over Owen J. Roberts, and then in game 2, 6-3 over number 2 ranked Quakertown. So, as we're going to talk about in a few minutes, quite dangerous team. Quick weather run through before Moira breaks down these teams real quick. We got 74 degrees and sunny. Wind blowing north-northeast with a 24% humidity, so not very humid, but rather hot today. And kick it over to Moira so she can give you a little breakdown on some star players we're watching.
All right, so your pitcher again today is going to be Lucy Wolf. So in the most recent playoff game against Downingtown West, she pitched all 7 innings. She had 2 runs on 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, and no walks. She's had 8 strikeouts, I think, probably like her past 3 or 4 games. She's sitting pretty consistently at 8 strikeouts a game. Haverford was the 10 seed going into the tournament. The highest seed they've taken out was Downingtown West. They were the 7 seed. They beat them on Wednesday. And then when it comes to CB South, their pitcher is going to be senior Maddie Borowski. She had 12 Ks when they beat the number 2 ranked Quakertown, and she has had over 100 Ks in all 3 of her high school seasons pitching on varsity. So she's a pretty dangerous pitcher. She also kind of sits around that like 8 to 12 strikeout mark, so she's pretty evenly matched with Lucy Wolf. She does have a little bit more experience. She's been a varsity pitcher for 3 years now. But those are your pitchers for this game. And the last game, Delco Times did a nice little article on Haverford and their win over Downingtown West. In that, Coach Newman talked about, me and Thomas have talked about this too, about how often they switched the lineups this year, especially when it came to hitting. He said, we're not afraid to play anyone, which was definitely the truth. I mean, we have seen probably this entire roster play so far this year. We've seen most of them play in every hitting spot too, so pretty solid team. I feel like that's one of the best things about Haverford is they're so versatile, and everybody kind of knows. They know their job, and they get it done.
Yeah, so pitcher for CB South, Baruski, right? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
She will be flexed and not hit today. So quick rundown of CB South's lineup, which is the one we currently have available to us. We're going to, leading off, it's Cameron Lee, who will be playing second base, hitting second. Mara Fleming, I think she's the DH. Yeah, it looks like she's the DH. Listed as 10, so that will be the DH. Oh, I'm sorry. I read the wrong thing. Listed as number 6, so she'll be playing shortstop. Hitting third, Kelly Thies. Or Thies? I think we're going to say Thies. We're going to
go Thies?
Thies.
All right.
Cannot tell what number that is. Hitting cleanup at fourth, Ella Wheeler, who's in the center. Hitting fifth, Steph Benzaluk, who is at third. Hitting sixth, Hannah Tracy, who is, I think, in left field. Hitting seventh, Holly Schaub, who's at first. Hitting eighth, Addie Murray, who's catching. And then hitting ninth, Katie Muntz, who is in left field, which would mean that Hannah Tracy will be in right field. And the position I'm missing is not sure.
We'll figure it out.
Let's see. So we have our second baseman, third baseman, center. Second, short, center, third, right field, first, catcher, left field. Who does it sound like we're missing?
Right field.
No, we said right field.
Did we? But I think you had all of them.
But that's 9 people.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, let me go through the order. So pitcher. Oh, you know what? Maybe she's flexing. Yeah, she's gonna be DHing. There we go. I figured out the hieroglyphs known as the other team's roster. So we also have the Forge roster here, and I should be able to read this one clear.
I don't know. So Executive Director Sophia Kahn wrote that, so it'll be questionable.
Harding, Executive Director Sophia Kahn. We've got
yes.
newcomer Chris Wentz, who's wearing my hat. Leading off, Kylie Ingram in right field. Hitting second, Shannon Gavigan at shortstop. Hitting third, Grace Ciacchetto, who's going to be playing second base. Cleanup, Annabelle Canese at first base. Hitting fifth, Megan Kent, the center fielder. Hitting sixth, Maddie Culbertson, the third base. Hitting seventh, Lucy Wolf, the pitcher. Hitting eighth, Lexi Vesco, who's DHing for Morgan Barrett, who'll be catching. And then hitting ninth to end the roster is Sarah Hubley in left field. So, Moira, how are you feeling about the Forge roster since we can really speak on that? Obviously don't have much on CB South since we haven't seen them play live, at least for us.
They have not played the Ford so far this season. They are in a completely different league than we are. I really like this roster for Haverford. I like what Coach Newman's done. I like when we start with a lefty and end with a lefty. I feel like when we get back-to-back lefties in the later innings, it kind of serves as, a kickstart. Because, obviously, CB South's pitcher is a senior. I'm sure she has plenty of experience with lefties, but sometimes it's kind of disorienting, especially when you then go back to such a great right-handed hitter like Shannon Gavigan. So I like starting and ending with the lefties. I like having Canese at 4. She's probably been I would say one of the best power hitters so far this season. When she hits for power, and pretty much that's about it. I like she hits the ball extremely hard, and so even if it doesn't hit the outfield, it hits a glove, and it's hard for the fielders to kind of control. I like having Megan Kent before Maddie Culbertson because Megan Kent's very good at getting on base, and I feel like Maddie Culbertson's very good at getting those kind of clutch singles or those, extremely clutch triples where she can kind of push people already on base, into runs.
So, I know you don't agree with me on this, but I'm almost 90% certain that the correct compared to Genther and many other parks that are played in is basically a vacuum out in the outfield. The corners are way straighter than way further out than Genther. And I know that you don't agree with me, but
it's fine.
According to our statisticians who did go to the game at Downingtown, they firmly believe that Downingtown's outfield was a lot shorter as well. So we're going to see how that affects today. Again, not super humid, so we're not expecting the ball to fly that much, but it is hot. So
very hot.
Expect what we're looking for is going to be a good defensive game for both teams on the ground.
I feel like something else you have to think about just because it's so hot is with these pitchers, their hands are their palms are going to get very moist, and it becomes more and more difficult to control the spin on the ball. And I feel like the spin's something that's really important to Lucy Wolf's pitching, so that could possibly not be good, but...
And that's the same for anyone, especially players with a black glove. As we know, black absorbs sunlight better, which would imply...
I don't think anybody on this team has a black.
Well, Shannon has at least a dark brown glove, which will still not be
I think that might be the darkest on the field, though. Everybody else...
it looks about it.
I think Lucy's glove is white.
Lucy's glove is about
white
white or a beige.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't play too big of a factor, but that is good for the fours because sweaty gloves can kill you. It is not the easiest thing on the planet to field with when your palm's sliding around in there. Leading off for Central Bucks South, Cameron Lee, the second baseman. And we got our play ball. So here we go. First pitch from Wolf. In there for a strike and an emphatic call. If that is going to be the call all day, I am excited because those are my favorite.
They get you real hype, Thomas.
Second pitch out. That'll be ball 1. I cannot see the scoreboard from here, so Moira's going to have to keep me updated.
I'm going to have to lean. Maybe new soon-to-be executive director Chris Wentz can help us out.
Second pitch, swung on for a strike. So 1-2 count early for Wolf. Good start to the game.
We've only seen 3 pitches, but her control just looks out of this world today. She's usually a very controlled pitcher, but she looks locked in.
And strike 3 on the riser. Lee chases it. And that'll be the first put out there. So 1 out, up to hit Mara Fleming.
Yeah, something I did.
Shortstop.
Yeah, something I did see is that Central Bucks, they are a very, very aggressive hitting team. Most of the time, their lineup has at least 1 hit per person.
corners in right now for the Fords. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Another hack. Wolf just making the bats miss right now.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the key today because if they are a very aggressive hitting team, with a pitcher like Wolf who's so good at hitting, those kind of sweet spot, those corners that below the knees.
The bunt, and that one will be foul. Great job by Culbertson, though. Read it immediately. If that one stayed fair, I think she would have been out.
Yeah, probably. Maddie Culbertson's a very, very good third baseman. She gets in, and she's very quick in the transition from glove to hand, which is very helpful.
Well, and yeah, defensively, obviously looking stellar there. So 0-2 count now to Fleming. The pitch from Wolf. Hit hard to short, but Ciachetto catches it on a hop, knocks it down. The throw to the first. In time. So 2 outs quickly for Lucy Wolf. Some strong contact there, but Ciachetto did a great job getting her throwing hand up to knock it down after it kind of bounced out of her glove there.
Yeah, and good job controlling it, too, because sometimes they take some unexpected bounces when you knock them down, but she was ready for that one.
So up to hit, Kelly Tice. First pitch in there, just off her elbow. Ball 1. Tice, the DH. Oh, see, I think that's a DB on the roster sheet, which is why I couldn't read it because the B has been not really Oh wow! High! Oh, look at that car! Just missed it. That's a high, long, loud fly ball.
Yeah, that.
So 1-1 count now, but she sent that one for a ride. Way foul though. The pitch swung on the riser. Strike 2. Great look there for Wolf. Again, she's really getting that. I'm calling it the riser. That's what it is. She's really getting it to work. 1-2 count. The pitch at the knees. Ball 2. Great job by Barrett to block it.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be her off speed. I don't think it was necessarily her changeup, but it was definitely an off-speed pitch. I just don't think she probably just didn't snap it.
Yeah, I think that one popped up, and it's going to go foul out of play. But that one wasn't inherently a bad pitch. When you're ahead in the count, you just don't throw her anything to hit to see if she'll chase.
Yeah, because we've seen her throw that before, and it usually dies off right at the beginning of the box, which is kind of what you want to do because it looks perfect to the batter, and then it dies.
The pitch swung on and missed. Another riser. She's got that one cooking today. And CB South will go 3 up, 3 down, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Score still 0-0.
Oh.
And we are back here with the bottom of the first. Kylie Ingram set to lead off. Infield, leaving that some big middle range down second base there. First pitch called strike. 0-1 count to Ingram. Baruski, again, as Moira mentioned in the pregame, supposed to be a great pitcher. And that one hit high I think it's going to go out of... No, it's going to stay in, and it's caught.
Ooh.
1 out. Great play. I think that was CB South's shortstop. It was.
She ran for that one.
That was Fleming, if I have my numbers correct, which very possible we don't because, again, I'm not. No, that wasn't Fleming. That was. I have no clue who that was. Genuinely, our numbers are not right. That one inside for a ball to Gavigan, who's up the hit. 1-0 count. I mean, genuinely, I do not have any clue who that is. Oh, no, that was Fleming. I was right. Pitch, that one hit off the hands, popped it up.
Oh, it's got dropped.
And it's going to be caught by Fleming again. Fleming looking very solid defensively. You might see a battle of the shortstops to highlight that position. Good play, though. We've seen people sort of not make that play earlier in the season a lot because it is a tough play to be running back with the sun. She doesn't
even have her sunglasses on.
Glasses on the visor, which I always question. Up to hit Gracie Achetto. First pitch low and inside.
I think the whole team's got the glasses on the visor. I don't think anyone's wearing them.
Which is bold because the sun is behind us and facing the infield. I'm not going to stare at the sun, but relatively correctly. The pitch to Ciachetto. Inside. Nice frame by the catcher, though. That is something we're going to have to watch today. Maybe just a little too much framing, actually. I always prefer, or from what I watch, it's always a little bit less than that, and you can try to clip that corner more.
Yeah, you can't
if you oversell it, yeah. So 2-0 count to Ciachetto, the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Ciachetto works a 3-0 count here. Let's see if Broruski gives her something to hit or just walks her. Annabelle Canesi on deck with 2 outs. No runners on.
Annabelle Canesi with a powerful pitcher is not the duo I think that CB South wants.
The pitch inside, ball 4. So Ciachetto will walk on 4 pitches with Annabelle Canesi up to hit.
I think she's throwing a curve. I think is what it's just staying a little bit too inside is I think what's happening because it's curving back out to the catcher. But
yeah, it never really looks like it's inside at all. Like it didn't really look. None of those pitches really looked like they were clipping the plate that much. Again, we're all off-centered, so it's not. We don't have the greatest of all angles, but not the worst. Annabelle Canesi, the cleanup hitter. Hitting with Grace Ciachetto on first and 2 outs. The pitch, that one high and inside with some heat there. The good old Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, I think she's trying to give the ball some movement and some curve, and it's just not moving the way she wants it to.
The pitch, low and inside, ball 2. Really favoring that inside spot. I mean, that's where she got Gavigan. Gavigan hit that one off the hands.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's also where.
I mean, who was it?
Got Ingram.
Ingram. Well, she got Ingram on the outside. That's why Ingram pulled it. Yeah, for righty. She's really favoring that inside part of the plate for right-handed batters. That one way inside, almost hits the hands. Ball 3. So 3-0 count now for Canesi. Runner on first. Hasn't thrown a strike in 7 pitches. The pitch in the dirt. Showalker. Runners on first and second. CB South's coaches looked like they wanted to go out.
Yeah.
I think she was waving out the coaches who wanted to go out, maybe talk to her, try to settle her down.
I think she's just pitching too aggressively because you do have to be aggressive when you're pitching. That is like it's one of the key things you have to do, but you do reach a point where you're too aggressive because it messes with your snap and it messes with your motion, and she just doesn't look happy with any of the calls she's getting.
Megan Kent. That one called a strike, but also looked a little high and inside.
She's shaking off a lot of the pitches she's getting from her catcher.
Yeah, I'm really, really intrigued by this here because she's refusing to expand the zone so far. That one swung on and missed. Got her with the little rising change up there. So 0-2 count to Kent early. Runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Yeah.
Still nothing here in the bottom of the first.
I think she's just trying to get Haverford to chase, and you are going to get hitters who do it. Like Megan Kent's kind of her whole shtick is being aggressive.
The pitch, Kent fouls it back. Looked like that one might have been just over the catcher's head.
Yeah, but this is what happens. If you continue to try and get them to chase to relatively the same area, they start to catch on. They start to know either I need to back up in the box a little bit, I need to scoot out, or I just need to stop swinging.
That one inside, so 0-2 count, still runners on first and second with 2 outs. The pitch to Culbertson, she swings and misses. Borowski gets out of a jam, and we will head to the top of the second. Fords leave 2 runners on, score 0-0. Leading off for CB South, Ella Wheeler, the center fielder. The first pitch to Wheeler shows bunt, strike one. Now that's a great frame by Barrett.
Really good frame. And that was a really good pitch, too.
Oh, yeah. 0-1 count now to Wheeler. No outs here in the top of the second. No runners on. The pitch swung on, hit into right field. It's going to drop in no man's land, and Wheeler will get to first safely. So a leadoff single for CB South to start this inning. Up to hit. Steph Benzluke, the third baseman. Big crowd here. The pitch, low and inside, ball one. Barrett does a nice job getting up as Wheeler jumped a little bit off the plate. Corners in. And again, another big gap right down the middle there. The pitch, inside, ball two. Wolf looks like he changed up that strategy of going directly at pitchers and now targeting that inside corner. The pitch, in there for a strike. At the knees, so 2-1 count now to Benzluke. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on first here in the top of the second. The pitch, she shows bunt, pulls back. Called a strike, the throw down, just not in time.
Good job by Gracie Achetto backing that bounce up, because that could have been very bad.
Not an awful throw, though, from Barrett. Good job. Little skip there.
I mean, I think part of it was that the runner was already at the base. Shannon Gavin kind of has to do some maneuvering to get around her.
Yeah. So 2-2 count now to Benzluke. Wheeler now at second. So no outs. Runner at second. 2-2 count. The pitch fouled down. She hit that riser there.
Yeah.
Well, made contact with it, but way foul.
Something about that pitch, though, is when you hit it, you're never going to get that great of a hit off of it just because of the rotation it has.
Unless it hangs a little bit, which then you're going to drive that.
Wolves usually don't hang. She's very, very good at it.
Yeah. The pitch popped it up, and that one will be backing out of play.
Yeah.
Still a 2-2 count, runner on second.
Yeah, the way it rotates is even if you think you have it sweet spot of your bat, it's probably going to hit the top or bottom of your bat, and it's just going to fly.
The pitch at the knees, it bounces. Runner's going to get the third. So now Ford's in a little bit of trouble. Runner at third, full count, no outs. Benzluke worked the count well so far. Wolves tried to get a chase on that last pitch with the low pitch, but the gamble did not pay off as the runner got the third. 3-2 here. The pitch from Wolf. Hacked foul. Got on top of that one badly, though. Benson not really hit very hard either. Way early on the swing.
Yeah, the way she's swinging it's not giving me it. The only way I can describe it is I think she's going for a sacrifice.
The pitch. Hit foul again, just early on those pitches. Wolf isn't exactly throwing heaters, and she's trying to sort of
At
catch
this point,
one.
I think Lucy Wolf just needs to go high and outside, and I think she's got her chasing.
I would agree. I don't
give her something that she can just barely not hit, and she's going to swing. I think she's going to swing at every pitch from here on out.
The pitch hits in the left. It's going to drop. The run will score. And that's a RBI single for Benzug. So now runner on first. CB South go up 1-0 with no outs here.
I mean, I kind of at this point, I just want to see Sarah Hubley be a little more aggressive. I think she could have not dove for that one, but
charged it a little harder.
I think
Hannah Tracy up to hit, by the way, for CB South.
I think she's just playing it a little bit safe, which, I mean, I understand it's the second inning, but...
Well, it might be time for her to come in a little bit from the outfield. She's still playing relatively deep, and nobody's gotten super strong contact. The bunt straight back, strike one, sorry. 0-1 count to Tracy. Runner on first, no outs.
Yeah, everybody else is playing. Actually, Megan Kent's playing the deepest of all of them.
Well, and shaded to the right side of second base. Not too far, but not dead center. The pitch. Bunted, popped it up. Wolf drops it, and the runner is going to get the first safely.
So close.
That one, I think you would consider an error there on Wolf.
I mean, I don't know if you can consider it an error, because it kind of she just didn't really get to it.
So now, Hallie Schaub up to hit with runners on first and second, and still no outs. Wolf, who had a perfect first inning, going 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, the Fords just can't dig themselves a hole. They kind of have a tendency to do that. They don't like playing behind.
The bunt, that one dropped. Canesi should get the out at first. Oh, and she doesn't.
Is that not?
And the runner is going to score.
Huh.
That's 2 successful bunts in a row for CB South. No runner interference because the throw was off track, I believe.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, just unlucky.
I don't blame that one on Gracie Ocheto at all, to be honest, because, I mean, I think if she would have gone out of her way for it, she would have probably been called interference for running through the batter, or running through the runner.
And a quick time called by Newman. Now with runners on the corners and still no outs. Not the ideal scenario for the Fords right here.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of one of those moments. Sometimes when they get behind, it's not something they're necessarily used to. I think they get a little antsy.
Well, and so that's 2 bunt singles.
They're usually really, really good in bunt coverage.
And they both been on slate bobbles by people.
Yeah.
Something that the Delco Times article highlighted was their stout defensiveness on the infield, which they're just not showing right now.
I mean, I think this is also a lot different because usually you see kind of the way Lucy Wolf and Gracie Chow, when she's pitching, the way they pitch is it usually goes towards Shannon Gavigan, Maddie Colbertson. It's not usually that right side of the field that's taking the brunt of the fielding.
Up to hit Addie Murray. She shows bunt. Should be a strike. She's got to eat it because no one is covering second. Both of the corners come in, so we get our coverage at first and third. So now runners on second and third with no outs. The pitch to Murray. She swings, pops it up. That's going to drop fair. Oh, just foul.
Woo.
Lucky break for the Fords because now Murray will go down 0-2. Once again, just blew to the no man's land. 0-2. No outs. Runners on second and third. 2 runs have scored so far.
Coach Newman calling the corners outfielders in.
As he should. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Caught by Barrett. That'll be out number 1 on 3 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting a lot of contact right now, but Lucy Wolf is still pitching rather phenomenally. I think this is just kind of it's a lot of, how do I describe this? It's a lot of fielding that, because she is a kind of, she's not necessarily a strikeout pitcher.
The pitch to Muntz, who's hitting for CB South. The first pitch swung on and missed her strike. 0-1 count now. 1 out, runners on second and third.
Yeah, Wolf kind of relies a lot on having such a great defense behind her, and so I think when they're lacking, it kind of doesn't reflect as well on her as we would be if they had just great defense going right now.
And she showed bunt there, and she'll bunt it foul. So 0-2. If Wolf's able to get her out, that is big, because then you have force out at first. And, just better situation on the forwards. They can stop the bleeding here. 0-2. The pitch to Muntz. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3.
Man, I mean, when Lucy Wolf is in the zone, she's really in the zone, because those pitches that she gets these batters to chase they're phenomenal.
But CB South has turned over the lineup, so up to hit, shortstop Cameron Lee. The pitch, low, ball 1.
I think them turning over the lineup is best case scenario right now, because this top of the lineup did not hit well against Lucy Wolf. She 1-2-3'd them.
True, but they did see her already, which is not ideal immediately in the second inning, to be fair. The pitch swung on and tipped into the glove of Barrett. I believe that makes this a 1-1 count. So 2 outs, runners on second and third. CB South up 2-0 after scoring 2 runs this inning so far. The pitch from Wolf swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like like you said, I mean, it's not great that they've seen her already, but Lucy Wolf pitches such a variety, especially just the way she bounces around the zone.
Popped up. Should be caught. Canadian foul territory, makes the snag. So CB South will leave runners on second and third, but they strike for 2, and will go up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. CB South back out to pitch. Baruski looking to see if she can find the form that she had in their last game. Maddie Culbertson leading off for the Fords. Wolf and Vesco due up. The first pitch, high and inside, right where it was last inning.
She's looking very, very good in her warm-ups. They're all kind of right across the plate. I saw her throw an outside. I think she's just getting a little too antsy. She doesn't look like...
The pitch inside again on the hands, almost grazed the knuckles. So 2-0 count now.
Yeah, you can kind of watch a pitcher pitch, and if something doesn't look right to you, you kind of know it doesn't feel right to the pitcher, and she just doesn't look comfortable.
The pitch hit by Culbertson, hard in the deep left field. It's going to go to the fence. She should get 2.
Run, Maddie.
And she's going to stop at second. A good throw from the left fielder there, but Maddie Culbertson with a leadoff double to come back after giving up 2 the last inning.
That almost... Well, one, it almost went over the fence. Then it almost bounced over the fence for a ground rule double, but...
All I'm going to say, might be a home run again.
You're really on that.
I am, and I stand by it. So, up to hit, Lucy Wolf, the pitcher. looking for some revenge now. Try to see if she can get her team on the board here. The pitch to Wolf. Low and inside. I think they're not going to say they hit her foot, but Culbertson's going to get the third. So ball one. Now all Wolf has to do is a little poke, and I think they let the. I don't think CB South goes for the runner unless Culbertson makes a really bad jump.
Definitely not. And Maddie Culbertson's so fast that honestly at this point, I think she steals home. They still don't really go for it like they would.
The pitch, high and inside.
Yeah, you can kind of, for those of you who have kind of seen softball before, the way she's snapping at her hips, she's kind of wobbling a little. She looks like she's kind of just snapping before she usually would.
That one called a strike. So the lower it is, the more likely it is to be a strike, but
yeah,
still not great for CB South.
She really essentially has no follow-through right now either, which is interesting, but...
Now, my experiences are limited as a pitcher, but I'll wait till this pitch, but I think that's a 2-1 count in there for ball 3. My experiences as pitching are limited, mostly coming from softball. Or not softball, sorry. Wiffle ball.
Yeah.
So, I would say, why doesn't she just move to a little bit further to our right on the pitcher's mound?
So what happens?
Low and inside, she'll walk.
What happens with pitchers is pitchers dig a hole.
Yeah.
In softball.
Well, that happens in baseball as well.
The way she's probably sitting on the mound right now, the way she's probably dug her hole, it's probably the only way she's ever thrown. She's probably never moved. Because sliding across the mound during softball is not something you do. You don't do that.
Fair.
Because you kind of use the windmill, you use your wrists and your spin to kind of move it.
Vesco up to hit. She calls time, and we'll go out to talk with the third base coach, whose name I know but can't remember right now. What is her name? It's something. Now, I'm actually interested to see, though, by the way. So we have back-to-back lefties. She pitched better to the lefty, Ciochetto, earlier because those pitches are hard to hit since they're just outside the zone.
Yeah.
So runners on the corners, no outs for the forwards. By the way.
I mean, if for some reason she's having some sort of yip situation where all she can do is throw inside pitches, pitching to a lefty is fantastic right now.
The pitch, outside. Well, maybe not. Oh, and who is running? I think that is Lucy Ardizzi, who is running for Lucy Wolf because of the pitching pinch runner rule for the pitcher. So now runners at second and third, no outs. Forwards looking to strike back. The pitch, fouled off by Vesco. She saw it. Just under it.
That was probably the best pitch Borowski's thrown all game.
Well, to hit. That was if that's a righty batter, that's going to be inside. That's like you could see where that was.
But it was the closest to the middle of the plate that I've seen.
The pitch. Oh, Vesco chases. That would be strike 2. 1-2 count now. Now, you think she's got the green light on this? You think she's swinging on this pitch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's just kind of how Haverford is. We're an aggressive team.
Pitch. Vesco checks. Called strike 3.
Ooh, interesting.
It looks like it was a good spot. Maybe a little low, but not an awful call. Up to hit Sarah Hubley, the speedster.
Will she slap? Probably.
She can't. I don't know. I'm fine with a bunt as well. I think call some pandemonium on the bases. She does. She bunts. It's going to drop. Oh, and it's going to roll foul. That was a perfect bunt as well. The first baseman didn't charge it for some reason, just sort of let it roll there.
Yeah.
Well,
good on Borowski
probably
for
to attempt to roll it foul, yeah.
Holding off.
Hubley did a great job getting around the ball. It would have been safe if that just hanged just a centimeter fair. So 0-1 count now to Hubley. No, 1 out. Runners on second and third for the forwards. The pitch. Hubley bunts back to the pitcher.
She gets
and they're in a pickle. Culbertson's safe at third. Everybody's safe. Now you have bases loaded for Grace Ciochetto. Still a good situation for the forwards.
This is a really good situation.
I mean,
or Kylie Ingram.
Ingram did what? I believe she struck out her first.
Yeah, but she had already made contact. She had a really good foul.
Anything to the outfield that drops is at least 2, potentially 3, because Hubley does have that.
Hubley and Ardizzi are very, very fast.
Ingram on the very inside of the batter's box. First pitch up high, ball 1.
That's the closest to an outside pitch. Well, if this was a righty, that would be the closest to an outside pitch we've seen all day.
So 1-0 count, bases loaded, 1 out for the forwards. They gave up 2 at the top of this inning. Looking to strike back. Second pitch to Ciachetto. Swung on and hit off the inside of the bat. That ball is going to drop. One run will score. It's going to get past the outfielder. 2 runs will score.
Come on, Hubley.
Hubley is rounding the bases. The throw, and she's out by a mile. But a great job by Hubley. Got her helmet knocked off.
Yeah.
Good job by the catcher to get out there. The Forge tie it up on a Grace Ciachetto RBI double.
That was Kylie Ingram.
Oh, man. On the Kylie Ingram RBI double, I'm sorry.
Thomas is just too excited. It's okay.
That and the mixture of my allergies are making it so that my eyes are not
But do you
not
want
as
to know
sharp
what this
as they
means,
used
Thomas?
to. What does that mean?
This means we have Shannon Gavigan up.
Shannon Gavigan up with a runner on second in a tie ball game in the playoffs. Ideal. Well, not an ideal. Obviously, you want Hubley at third, but not the second out there. But 2 outs, runner at second. Forge just tied the game up. The pitch inside. Gavigan takes ball 1. That one had some heat on it.
I mean, if there was ever a moment for Shannon Gavigan to be Shannon Gavigan, it would be right now. I mean, she is the pressure situation hitter.
The pitch. Ooh, called a strike. I agree with Shannon, though, to take that, because that one's not really, or at least solid contact off that.
That probably would have actually hit her hands.
Or, yeah, hit off
where she's standing in the box right now, yeah.
So, 1-1 count, runner at second, 2 outs. The pitch that, floated.
No.
Ingram's going to get the second, free of charge, though.
Third.
Jeez. I dearly apologize.
Do you need to do play-by-play, Thomas?
No, I'm fine. I'm just, got to crack open the Dr. Pepper, keep the caffeine flowing. So, 2-1 count now. Tie ball game at 2, runner at third. Ooh, that one looks good. That'll be strike 2. 2 outs for the Fords now. Gavigan needs to protect the plate here. The wind-up, the pitch. Gavigan pops it up. That one looks like it will be out of play.
Yeah.
Dugout ball there.
Okay, that's fine.
Stays alive.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Shannon Gavigan really swing at a pitch she didn't like. She has an incredible eye and an incredible way of just knowing what's going to work in the moment. And I think even protecting the plate, I would trust no one more in this situation than Shannon Gavigan.
2-2 count, runner on third, 2 outs here. The pitch, up high, ball 3.
Full count.
She has sailed the ball the past few at-bats more than she was earlier. Again, that one pitch absolutely just lobbed way outside. Full count. The pitch. Ooh, in there for a ball. Low and inside. And Grace Ciachetto will be up to hit. Runners on the corners now for the Fords, the meat of the lineup. Up to hit, or hitting.
2 outs. I mean, Gracie Chetto's had a lot of really, really good moments hitting this season so far.
And again, we got that big gap and a bigger gap in left center.
Oh, they're really just moving their center fielder.
High and inside. If I'm Gavigan and
I'm
I
going.
see it, yeah.
Oh, I'm gone.
Because if they throw down, then the odds are Ingram gets home.
I don't even know why
they're not throw down.
I'm very surprised that their catcher's even setting up for a throwdown. I mean, I feel like that's kind of
Pitch.
outrageous.
Low, ball 2.
Yeah, there's nobody even covering. Shannon, go.
Baruski threw her hands down in disgust after not being able to get that call there. So 2-0 count to Ciachetto. 2 outs. Up high, 3-0 count.
I feel like this isn't the game she should be nervous for. I mean, she threw 12 strikeouts to the number 2 team.
Seed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is about this game. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe she just doesn't like the mound. Because that is a thing. Some pitchers, you play at certain fields, you hate the mound. Maybe that's what it is, but...
So, 3-0 count with 2 outs inside. Oh,
I thought that hit her. That was...
late. A little bit of a
really
late straight
inside.
call there, which, as I said at the beginning of the game, the ump, or I mentioned at the beginning of the game, ump takes his time at least showing the strike call.
Yeah. But I mean, shout out to him. He's making our job very easy. He shows all the counts. Very loud with his strikes.
Ciachetto sort of break dance out of the strike zone there. The pitch. Called strike 2. It's that middle section. She's gotten it all game, and if she's smart, she goes right back there because that's not hittable.
Maybe this is the spot she's been trying to hit all game, and now that she's getting it, she's going to be, a completely different pitcher than what we've seen, but...
So a full count now for Ciachetto with 2 outs, runners on the corners. The pitch, Ciachetto swings and misses.
Yeah, she had to swing at that.
Ford's going to leave 2 runners on, but they strike for 2. Tie ball game, and we will head to the top of the 3rd. Mara Fleming for CV South here. To hit, corners in once again. She shows bunt, pops it up, and just slightly out of reach of my hand.
Just slightly.
If I had the wingspan of Victor Wembiana, I'm making that catch.
Definitely.
The pitch, that one hit to Ciachetto at second. Throw to first in time. Good defensive play by the Fords there, showing up after a little bit of a struggle last inning defensively. So 1 out now, up to hit. Oh, Kelly Tice, the DH. Pitch, hit weakly to short. Gavigan has it. The throw to the first in time.
Shannon Gavigan always has it.
An absolute rocket by Gavigan at short. So quick 2 outs here for the Forwards, by the way.
Very good call by Maddie Culbertson for letting Shannon Gavigan have one, because I think Maddie kind of knew she wasn't going to be able to make that throw, but if anyone can, it's Shannon.
Yeah.
And if anybody can make that catch at first, it's Annabelle Knese.
Yeah. Culbertson would have had it ranged over pretty far to her left there. Up to hit, Ella Wheeler. First pitch popped up.
Oh, that's us.
Oh!
Yeah, Chris.
Christopher Wentz, next year's executive director and one of the greatest tech people of all time.
Protecting Sophia Khan's camera with his life.
That one hit in the left field. Hubley just can't get there. She dove out and missed it. Oh, wow, and Wheeler's going to get the second. We need a good throw from Hubley. We get it. She's going to come home. The gun, and not in time. Inside the park, home run for Ella Wheeler. Chris Wich's catch, clearly bad juju for the Fords. And CB South will go up 3-2 here. Not really anybody defensively's fault. Hubley made or went for the aggressive play as she should.
She's made catches like that before. She was very close to making that one. I think she just dove a little too early.
Well, and unfortunately it had too much steam and kept rolling, so.
Yeah.
Killed him there. With 2 outs, inside the park homer is going to put Central Bucks CB South up, and that one will be called.
Oh, no.
Dropped by Gavigan, and you called it. Didn't look like they had it. Couldn't find it in the sun. So now a runner on first, just like that. We're seeing the cracks start to form. That was Ben's Luke Up to hit Tracy.
I mean, I could barely see that one in the sun. That was
I don't even
bad.
try to look up anymore. I'm not going to lie. It's not worth it. Not worth it to get blinded. Hannah Tracy hitting with a runner on first and 2 outs. Called strike. He's gotten that zone the entire game. That little inside right there, just below the belt.
I mean, he definitely understands kind of, where pitchers are aiming for. Definitely. He is very knowledgeable about what a good zone should look like.
That one swung on and missed. Barrett does a nice job corralling it. So 0-2 now, 2 outs, runner on first. Wolf looking to avoid any more runs this inning. The pitch. Inside. Barrett does a nice job swallowing it. The throw down the second. Over top. Great play by Gavigan to jump up and knock it down, and Cianchetto with an even better backup there. So the runner steals second. And now you have a 1-2 count with 2 outs, runner on second.
I'm interested to see what the pitch call from the pitching coaches is going to be for this.
The pitch to Tracy. Hit hard in the left center. That one's going to knock in a run. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Kent slightly misplayed it, but the nice throw in. Almost a play at third, but Tracy with an RBI triple there. And CB South scores 2 with 2 outs. Up to hit.
I mean,
Haley Schaub.
somebody in their dugout called that one too. I don't know if you heard that, but somebody in the dugout said, just hit it to left center.
Yeah.
And then immediately afterwards, it's exactly what she did.
It's just unfortunate and found that gap perfectly. So 2 outs, runner on third here. The pitch from Wolf up high. Barrett comes out a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, Thomas, we talked about this during the break. I think this is kind of the moment where Lucy Wolf kind of takes her foot off the gas a little bit. She kind of goes for the chases rather than the potential fielding hits.
That one inside and pop foul. Woo. So 1-1 count now. 2 outs, runner at third. Ford's good inning completely erased. Top of the third here. The pitch. Ooh, hit real sharply down the third baseline. Great job by the third base coach of CB South there to get out of the way.
That was almost a 911 call. that was dangerous.
So 1-2 now. The pitch. Up high, ball 2. Schaub working the count.
I think if Lucy Wolf can just get a couple of these off speeds to die at the plate like we've seen her do before this season, I think she's getting every single chase. But
the pitch popped back, foul ball into the safety net. 2-2 count. Schaub stays alive. 2 outs, runner on third.
I think this might be the moment for Lucy Wolf to go back to the heat because she has a fastball and then she has a fastball.
Yeah. The pitch from Wolf. Low and inside. Full count now for Schaub. Wolf needs to get out of it on this at-bat or I'm sensing a little bit of danger, I won't lie. So full count now to Schaub, runner at third, 2 outs. Wolf looks, the pitch, swung on and missed, got her with the riser. That will end the inning. Central Bucks South scored 2. Score will be 4-2, and we will head to the bottom of the third. Annabelle Canesi up to hit, but in bigger tragic news, my Dr. Pepper has spilled.
The Dr. Pepper I bought for you?
Yes. Low and inside, ball one. Well, I brought money if you want to order dinner.
I mean, yeah, I would like the money eventually.
I'll get you.
Right, no problem.
It's really upsetting. My Dr. Pepper, like I spilled it. Clearly didn't close the cap right. I believe that was a ball, right? So 1-0 count now. No outs, no runners on. Annabelle Canesi leading off the order. Pitch. In there for a strike. That same spot it's been all day.
That's really the sweet spot.
Now, I don't know. I think the Ford's batter shouldn't change anything yet, but if they... Well, I won't say anything yet. I mean, that one hit off the hands. Okay, I will say something.
I don't know, Thomas.
The batters can adjust. They can move. I know that they're looking for those inside pitches to see if they get it, but they've been getting called strikes. So it's now time you take just a little bit of a step to our left in the batter's box. And I think that would help them greatly. Up high, ball one, because that's still a ball. That was high. That wasn't, the inside was not, like, they're still going to call that a ball. I think if you take a half a step out, there's a chance that you can get some barrel into that thing.
But also, I'd rather them
2-2 count.
stay where they think they see the ball the best, then move and just start swinging.
It's fair. Swung on and missed. It's going to be a drop third strike. The throw to first. Scooped out by the first baseman. She'll be out.
I thought she was dropping that.
Almost looked like she did. Megan Kent up to hit. My Dr. Pepper.
I want to go back to those, before we had those games at Genthert, Megan Kent was hitting at least one double a day to just right behind second base. And it was great. I feel like now that we're back at the reserve,
it's high time that comes
for it
back.
to happen, yeah.
So 1 out, no runners on to Kent. Swung on just on top of it. That one looked relatively center cut. And she'll foul it into the safety cage.
I have no idea what this CB South center fielder is doing. Every pitch, she's switching sides.
Well, and it just...
I'm very confused.
Yeah. That one in the dirt. Ooh, Kent just jumped out of the way out of there. So 1-1 count now.
She gave that little head shake to Mr. Newman.
But even that pitch that she turned on just got a little bit early on. Kent was slightly further outside. Just inch a little bit.
I think she was hitting that was hitting the top of her bat no matter what, but.
Yeah. Low and inside. Ball 2.
All right, it looks like Borowski's back to kind of being a little nervous.
Yeah, a little playing around that.
She's nervous. I feel like she's just angry, but not the productive kind of angry.
Bottom of the third, 2-1 count to Megan Kent. 1 out, no runners on. CB South up 4-2. Fourth pitch of high, ball 3.
Yeah, she does not look happy. I mean, because she's getting critiques from her coaches. Yeah. She's kind of just looking back and shrugging, like.
It's just not working for her.
Yeah, something today is not
That's
going
just going
to
go out. Now, 3-1 count, that's when you can stand it. This is when I think now you look, because either she's going to drop one in and you're going to have a swing, or you're going to get a walk.
Well, I do have something to tell you, Thomas. They've been hitting pretty phenomenally all season, so I think maybe we'll just stick to what their coaches are telling them to do.
That is a reasonable assessment. I won't lie. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. That is a very reasonable assessment. We'll see. And Kent gets on top of that one, just foul.
See what I mean? If she had hit that right, that would have dropped right behind second.
Well, yeah, and it's just that pitch was not as fast as she was expecting. Yeah, every batter so far for both teams have been relatively in front of most of these pitches.
Yeah.
Little antsy in the box.
Yeah.
So full count now to Kent. 1 out, no runners on. Pitch. Kent fouls it back again.
Car. Oh! Triple doink. That hit 3 separate cars.
She Cody Parkey'd it. 3 cars there.
It hit roof, back right, and then truck.
Incredible that it missed every window. Almost hit that sky roof of a Jeep Grand Cherokee there. And Kent gets out, just drops the bat, and she'll hit
Thomas?
it. No, I see what you mean. I don't think that proves your point as much as you think it does. Runner on first now. Maddie Culberson up to hit.
I think we're at the reserve. I think Megan Kent hits the best
better.
at the reserve.
Oh, I agree with that.
And I think every time it's always that grass line, and it's always impeccable, and it always seems like it's going to drop a little farther than it does.
And she still pulled it to left field.
Yeah.
When, again, she didn't really even swing with two hands. That was like a one-hand little drop the bat, throw it out there. Runner on first, one out. Culbertson up to hit, low and inside, gets past the catcher.
Go, Megan, go.
Kent will steal second. One 0 count. Culbertson, runner on second. One out now. Called strike.
All right, so Maddie Culbertson, if we're being honest, she is a little hot and cold.
Oh, yeah.
So when she's hot, she's hot.
When she's hot, she's one of the probably
One of the
best hitters on
yeah.
the team.
And that's just kind of what we need right now.
High and inside.
I think what changes is when she's hot, she really sees the ball.
Yeah.
And I think when she's cold, she just kind of over anticipates.
She doesn't really swing the bat when she's cold either, which is one of the bigger things that I've noticed at least. High and inside, 3-1 count now.
I think she might be seeing it, Thomas.
Well, no, now she's clearly seeing it, yeah. You can't hit that strike that he's been calling where it's sort of at the belt and inside, because if you do, it's just not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the shade. The pitch. Culbertson gets on top of it. That was her one to hit. It looked like it was coming closer to the actual hittable part of the plate.
Yeah.
And just got on top of it and fouled it down.
Yeah.
Full count now to Culbertson. Runner on second. One out. Pitch to Culbertson. Swung on and fouled it back. That one in her hands.
No car. Did murder a couple leaves on a tree, though. I think if she can get... We have seen Broski throw a couple of lobs. If she can get Broski to just kind of give up on this, batter, if she gets a lob.
Oh!
Ouch.
Hits off the end of the knob of the bat.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew.
And
I thought that was her elbow.
That's killer because that's a foul, not a ball four. So one out now. Count still loaded.
Oh, that gave me heart palpitations. Oh my, that made me nervous.
So full count, one out, runner on second for the Fords here. The pitch. Culbertson swings and misses as a drop third strike.
Go, Maddie, go. Gosh.
Oh, and Kent's running a third.
She's safe.
Oh!
He called her out first, and then he called her safe. I think they're saying she dropped the ball. Yeah, I don't think she held the tag long enough.
Yeah,
because
Culbertson waited too long. Oh, not Culbertson. I'm saying Kent waited too long.
She definitely waited too long.
She should have gone. This thing in that drop third strike goes.
Oh, Mr. Coach CB South is.
And our CB South parents once again tripping. One of my favorite pastimes of these high school sports are the parents who are way, way too. I wouldn't say involved, because involvement isn't that. It's the ones who get way too upset at a call like that.
Yeah.
Especially because that's bang. That's a. And I know I'm siding with that because
it's not the Blues' fault that she didn't hold the tag. I mean, that's the first thing you learn in softball when you learn about tags. It's you hold that until you cannot hold it anymore.
Up to hit Lucy Wolf. Pitch. Called strike one.
That one had heat.
Mm-hmm.
I think if she can, the pitcher, I think if she can channel this anger, she could pitch very, very well.
0-1 count. Called strike two, a good frame. Now what do you do if you're Wolf? She's going to go right back there, and you know it.
I mean, you have to also think, Lucy Wolf, she's kind of in a pitcher's mind. She's going to go back to pitching right after this. So I think she's thinking about it like a pitcher.
The pitch. Called strike three. Got her at the knees. Fords leaving runner straight at third. CB South still up 4-2, and we'll head to the top of the fourth and potentially have our Thompson-Two Hill top of the fourth. We'll be leading off the top of this inning. I can't see right now. But Lucy Wolf still pitching. The first pitch swung on and fouled back, leading off number 4, Addie Murray. Oh, joining us here in the top of the 4th, the marvelous senior Thompson Toohill. Another one of our dear friends who will be missed dearly, and that one popped up. The short Ciachetto will just stare it down and make the catch. So, Tommy, you've been working stats today.
I have, Max. I have.
Max?
My fault, Max. Wow, Thomas. I don't know why I said Max.
I'm a little...
You should. You know what? I
little hurt
apologize.
by that.
I apologize deeply. That was a terrible mistake. You know why? I've been calling too many games with Max. That's why, Thomas.
Up to hit Kate Muntz, by the way. So, any interesting stats lines you got for us today? Oh, that one bunted
Well,
back.
I would like to say something as of now. Recently, just looking at the pitcher on the mound, Lucy Wolf for the Forts. For 57 total pitches so far, 81% of pitches have been strikes, Thomas. Besides that, she's been a strikeout pitcher. 6 of the 10 outs so far have come from her.
And that one bunted just foul.
Also, besides that, Thomas, a lot of these runs that have been working out for Central Buck South have came off of some Ford's miscues. I believe we have at least 3, if not 4, errors already on the day from this Ford's defense. Something uncharacteristic. We have not seen much of it this season.
And errors obviously scored by, excuse me, the HSM faithful. So, questionable, give or take errors.
Well, I mean, we at least had one with Kanazy dropping it at first, and we also had the Gavigan drop right by second base. So those are at least 2 definite ones that you can talk about.
Pitch to Muntz, swung on and missed, and she'll strike out. Allergies are getting to me now.
Lucy Wolf with the chase. She just needs to keep going back to that. I mean, I don't care if they catch on. I just want to see her throw like every pitch to be at high and outside. I think it works out fantastic.
Up to hit Cameron Lee, the first pitch. In there for a strike. Great frame again.
Mr. Thompson Toohill, as our statistician right now, give us your statistician analysis on what you think the Fords can do better going forward in this game.
That one low.
Well, Maura, I would say the one thing, I don't know if it's really much on Lucy Wolf. Again, I would say the defense, the fielding has to clean up just a little bit. But besides that, I'm not seeing much offense of stats here for the Fords, sadly. But I would say...
Ooh, that one fouled back hard, so 1-2 count.
Probably want some... I feel like they're being a little too patient at sometimes with this pitcher. Obviously, she was losing some of her command here every couple at-bats. But besides that, I mean, we saw Lucy Wolf look at 3 straight strikes. Sometimes, you just got to...
Oh, that one ripped in the left field. Hubley settles under it and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down inning for the Fords. We will head to the bottom of the 4th. Thompson, I think, will stay for the bottom, and then he'll depart us in the top of the 5th.
From there.
And that will be a quick 3 up, 3 down inning. We will be back with the bottom of the 4th. CB South up 4-2. Up to hit for the Fords, Lexi Vesco. That one hit hard, and it's going to drop in the center. A nice bloop for Vesco to start the inning. 1 pitch, 1 single there for the Fords. So good start now. Sarah Hubley up to hit next, and then we'll go to the top of the lineup for the Fords.
Just to put a little bit of my much unwanted analysis, probably, but Hubley did have a bunt single to load up the bases.
And then
The bottom of the second.
and then score or almost
Almost.
scored from first. Did get thrown out, but that was a perfect bang relay play from the outfielder to the shortstop.
I mean, from what I've seen most of this season, she's very useful in the base paths. And besides that, they really like the play whenever she has a base runner to use the bunt and make them have to play who they want to try to force out.
I can't tell who the Fords just put in at first yet. We can't see a number. I think that's our DZ. It is. The bunt by Hubley. She'll be safe. No one covers first. Both runners advance, and now you got runners on first and second for Kylie Ingram.
You don't just have runners, Thomas. You have
Lucy Ardezi and Sarah Hubley, two of the
The-
fastest runners on the Ford.
probably two of the fastest softball runners I've ever seen, actually. They are wicked fast.
The Billy Hamilton's of softball, as one may say. So Kylie Ingram up to hit. The pitch. Called strike one, but it looks good. It looks good. She's going to lead that there. I would not be surprised if Ingram's able to make some contact. 0-1 count, no outs. Runners on first and second for the Fords in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Ingram bunts down the line. She'll be out at first, but both runners advance. Now you got runners on second and third with only one out.
Yeah, I think the second baseman learned their mistake that time because when it came to Sarah Hubley, there was absolutely nobody covering first that time. They had very good coverage.
Up to hit Shannon Gavigan.
I love Sharon Gavigan. I mean, I just can't say it enough. She can honestly just do no wrong in my eyes.
So one out, runners on second and third. First pitch, high and inside. Ball one. The pitch, low and inside. Ball two. 2-0 count now. Runners on second and third. The pitch. And that one hit the third, misplayed by the third baseman.
Yes,
Gavigan
ma'am.
with the wheel. She's safe. And get past.
Go!
Ardezi is
Stay
going
there,
to
Shannon.
score. Sarah's going to stay at third. And that's it. A single for Gavigan. And then an error to throw at first, which will score the run. And the Fords are going to make this a 4-3 ball game. Still down a run, but now runners on the corners with only one out. A little bit of a double clutch there by the third baseman. That's really what gave Gavigan that just extra second to get there.
Sarah Hubley, a good runner to have at third right now.
Gracie Aceto up to hit. Gavigan's just going to drop down the second for the steal. So now runners at second and third. Again, only one out.
I mean, this catcher has to be really careful because if she makes the slightest wrong move, Sarah Hubley's gone.
The pitch. Fouled back by Ciacchetto. The pitch. Oh, called a strike. So 1-2 now.
Yeah, you've been talking about it all game. That pitch really is. I'm not gonna blame the umpire because he's right. It is a
Oh, yeah.
strike, but it is.
Well, it's been called all day as well.
It's the most unhittable strike, and for her to continue hitting it is just it's bad.
The pitch. Ciacchetto hits that one on a seam to left field. It's caught, but Hubley will score. Oh, wow.
Get down.
A cannon from left field, and she'll be safe. Gavigan reaches third. Runner on third now. Fords have tied the game up with Annabelle Canese up to hit.
This is another person where every time Annabelle Canese comes to the plate, I expect very, very big things. I mean, even if she doesn't get this incredible power hit, she always manages to kind of, just scrape out something for the Fords.
So 2 outs, runner on third. First pitch to Canese. High and inside, ball one.
Nope, that's a strike.
Oh, that was called a strike, really?
Yes, it was.
I was reaching for my phone when he made the signal. So 0-1 now. 2 outs, runner at third. Pitch. Ooh, called strike 2. She's
She
getting
coulda
that
gotten
inside
that one.
there. Yeah, maybe. So runner on third, 2 strikes, no balls, and 2 outs.
The Fords really just need the lead.
Pitch. Dropped. It's going to bounce on the plate, so that'll be ball 1.
I think the Fords play their absolute best softball in high-pressure situations where they have a lead. It's a strange combination, but I think it's where they do their best.
The pitch. Up high, gets past. Gavigan,
go,
shove and
Shannon, go.
go. She'll slide. Safe at the plate. Shannon Gavigan just stole home. Fords are going to go up 5-4 there. Bottom of the 4th.
I said it. Shannon Gavigan is, she is the captain to end all captains. She just fully encompasses everything she wants the rest of her team to be. And she makes a mistake like she made early. She had that error early in the game, but she makes up for it later.
Maddie Baruski there, not pleased with the call at the plate. And she throws that one high and inside with some heat there. I believe that makes the count. That makes that a full count, right? So 2 outs, no runners on now. Massive mood shift for the Fords. The pitch. Popped it up.
Ouch. Whew. I think ouch is my word of the game. Just everything that happens, I'm like, oh.
Out of play. Sorry, Sue. Ump signals 2-2 with 2 outs, no runners on. Pitches Kanazy. Oh, fouled off the hands. Staying alive.
So from a Ford spectator position, I love to see Baruski pitching like this because she's kind of just letting go just that little bit that kind of lets the balls just bleed right back into the middle.
Pitch. It's going to skip. Kanazy's going to get on base. Up to hit Megan Kent.
What a little bit of analysis you guys probably don't really care for anymore, but really looks like the starting pitcher here for Central Bucks South. I think that missed call or that call from the
plate,
umpire.
yeah.
I think it's getting to her head. I really think it is. Her body language does not seem really good right now. If I'm the manager of CB South, I might want to try to take a mound visit soon.
I cannot tell who that is at third. They have very long hair covering up the number on the back of her jersey.
Yeah, she's shaken off every mound visit CB South has tried to do so far this game. Which, it's good to be confident in yourself, but...
Megan Kent up to hit. That one, ooh, off the light pole. Is that you or was that him?
That's me.
I don't know if it was that funny, Moira. I'm not going to lie.
I just find some things really comical, and that was just one of them. We don't have to bring up the track meet here, Tommy.
So 0-1 count to Kent. The pitch. Runner takes off. It's bobbled. She'll slide in safely. That looks like number 6, Maya Hubley at second. Still second.
The second the second Hubley
Hubley.
sister, just equally as fast as the first. Slightly shorter, so maybe she can duck under a few more tags.
1-1 count. The pitch to Kent. Ooh, called a strike. Kent check swing there, but not the reason why that was called a strike.
I was going to say, I thought that might have been the reason, but...
Nah, that was an in the zone strike now. So 1-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Poke to the outfield, could score Hubley from second. The pitch. And Kent will swing on a miss, drop third, strike the throw, and it's going to get to the first baseman. Ford score 3 and take the lead. We'll head to the top of the 5th, 5-4. And we'd like to thank quickly Tommy Toohill for joining us briefly. And we'll be back with the top of the 5th in a minute.
I was blessed to be here for the 4th inning, and you know what? If anything, roll Forwards, and I got to tell you right now, Haverford is showing up and showing out for this softball team right now. Lot of support behind these Lady Fords. Hopefully they get it done. I have the confidence, especially with the lead. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you, Tommy.
We will be back in just a minute.
Leading off for Central Bucks, Mara Fleming, the shortstop. The pitch from Wolf, fouled off.
No car and no people. Wrong call there, Tommy. Also, yelling car is my thing.
So 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. Top of the inning, top of the fifth here. Shows bunt. Cut back inside on her. So 1-1 count there.
I mean, Lucy Wolf is just one of the most collected pitchers I've ever seen. She has almost no reaction to anything. And I mean, if you're a batter, that's horrifying. Because I mean, not to throw Borowski under the bus, but I mean, as a batter, you kind of feel what she's feeling when she pitches. Anything could.
And that one hit to the gap. Gavigan shows the glove. Just misses, tries to spin and make the throw, but not in time. So infield single for Fleming with Riley Tice up to hit.
So this is the part of the lineup we've been having a little bit of trouble with.
Yeah. No outs, runner on first. First pitch to Tice, bunted up in the air. Kanazy makes the snag.
Yeah. All right, Annabelle.
That is a great play. And that is something we didn't see early in the game, too. We saw them drop those little bloopers, so that is massive.
See what I mean? They play better with a lead. I feel like they just feel this kind of looseness that they don't, because they feel so much pressure when they're behind, but they feel that pressure in a different way when they have a lead. I mean, it almost like fuels them.
So 1 out, runner on first, fouled back into the screen.
You know, I'm really proud of us, Thomas.
Hello, Wheeler.
We haven't really flinched that much today.
The pitch, fouled back. That one didn't have too much movement on it, to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
0-2 count to Wheeler. Two, 1 out, runner on first. That one ripped sharply down the third baseline. Hubley's going to chase it down. That should
In. That's got to
prevent the
hold
run
her,
home. Yeah. So now runners on second and third, though. Only 1 out here.
I mean,
Up
that's
to
kind
hit.
of.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Stephanie Bensluke.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the best case scenario for a play like that because there's essentially no way Maddie Culbertson's getting to that. And then there's really no way that Sarah Hubley's getting to that. So having somebody quick like Hubley in left field's helpful in moments like that because she gets to it and you get to that point where you can hold the runner at 3.
The pitch. Low and inside. Ball 1. Pitch. Woohoo! I think that was what, ball 2?
I think. We'll find out in just a second when he puts the count up. Oh, no count this time. Never mind.
Pitch. Ball 3. So 3-0 count. 2 runners on. 1 out here.
This might be CB South's most disciplined batter because Wolf has been trying to get her to chase time and time again. I really just don't think she's chased yet.
The pitch. Called ball 4, so she walks her on 4 balls. Up to hit.
I'm going to be honest. If that's me, I would have swung at that.
Up to hit, number 9. Hannah Tracy. Bases loaded, only 1 out here. The pitch. Ball 1. I would really be surprised if the runners tried to go here in any
Really?
stage. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Only 1 out. I don't know. Pitch. Low for ball 2.
man.
Wolf just missing that zone.
I really thought he was going to give her that one. But this is a very, very aggressive team, especially with the base running. And that, I don't know which runner it is on third right now, but she looks antsy.
2-0 count. Infielders in. Ford's looking to either get the lead runner at home or turn 2 here. The pitch. Up high, ball 3.
Wow.
She just has to throw. She has to throw a strike. You do not want to walk a runner in. That is.
I think this is where she goes for that off speed.
Yeah.
Oh, she's calling for something. I think they're letting her do it.
Batter choking up hard. Strike down the middle. There you go. Just that fastball. Good take, though, by Tracy. Now you got the green light because a 3-1 count. Wolf needs to throw another strike, and
I think Tracy takes again.
you think she takes? She's choked up real hard there. Pops that one up.
And that's why
to
she
the
should've took
infield.
again.
Infield fly rule called. I believe that's infield fly rule called.
Yeah.
So 2 outs now. Good job by Wolf. Gets Haley Schaub up to hit, but with 2 outs and bases loaded, force out at any base.
I feel like I need like a couple deep breaths. I need to do some yoga. This is stressing me out.
The pitch. Hit the third, foul. Culbertson didn't field that cleanly. So
Yeah,
lucky that was a foul.
She touched it foul.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
I feel like at that point, if you're her, you're not going to try and make some spectacular play to stop it if you've already touched it foul.
That's fair. So, 0-1 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch popped it up, and it's going to be foul.
Car. No car.
So, Wolf now has an 0-2 count with bases loaded and 2 outs.
And Lucy Wolf, we trust.
The wind up, the pitch from Wolf. Called!
Yeah.
Strike 3!
All right, Lucy.
With 1 out and the bases loaded, Wolf gets the next 2 outs, and that will end this inning. I believe the Fords held them scoreless there,
Yes.
and they will retain the 5-4 lead. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. Here we are in the bottom of the 5th. Maddie Culbertson leading off, so due up for the Fords. Wolf and Vesco. Baruski. Still pitching the first pitch, and there for a strike. She's slowly encroaching towards the center of that plate there.
Yeah. She looks calmer than she ended last inning, so.
The pitch. Culbertson hits it, golfs it, but foul. Really nice contact there.
That would have been really good if it stayed towards the pole. Because that would have been gone.
0-2 quickly here. No outs, no runners on. Top of the inning. Top of the bottom of the 5th, I guess, should I say. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Good eye from Culbertson. 1-2 count. The pitch. Oh, off the knob of the bat again. That is the
Twice,
second
yeah.
time. Or no, is it Kent the first time?
No, it was
Was it Culbertson?
Culbertson.
It was Culbertson. Well, either way, then,
She's laughing it off. It's all right.
she stays alive. 1-2 count now. The pitch. Culbertson pops it up.
Drop.
Oh, caught by the first baseman. So 1 out now. Lucy Wolf up to hit.
I feel like this is Lucy Wolf's revenge tour for the three
For-
looking how she ended last time.
The pitch. Woo! Up
Ooh,
high and inside.
Lucy Wolf calling bunt. Interesting.
So 1-0 count quickly. But yeah.
I mean, there goes the surprise factor of that. But
Well, now you swing, cause now, or maybe you show bunt again, see if she'll throw you a strike and then
Yeah.
swing. See if you can keep those infielders pulled in.
because they're still in for sure.
Pitch. Oh,
Oh.
called strike 1. So 1-1 count now.
I mean, she's just got to start swinging. I mean, I feel like at this point, I feel like Broski's just lobbing them at her.
Pitch. Called strike 2.
I mean, like, I feel like she's taunting her.
Yeah. A little bit. Pitch. Called ball 2 there.
Is that 2-2? 2-1? 2-2.
Pitch. Fouled back. It's the GoPro behind the plate. So 2-2 count. Still 1 out, no runners on in the bottom of the 5th here. The pitch. Oh, got her with the off speed. She hacked at it.
She
Be
waited
out.
for it, too,
Yeah.
and still hacked just too early.
Up to hit Lexi Vesco. I'm excited for school next week as only the right side of my face has decided to get sunburnt due to the direction which we face.
It's all right. I'm sure it's happening to me, too, and my next week is much more important than your next week. So.
That is fair. 2 outs, no runners on. Lexi Vesco up to hit. Singled last at bat. The pitch. Low and in the dirt, but Vesco looked aggressive on that one. I like it.
I mean, I don't know what somebody said to her in between innings, but Broski looks like a completely different pitcher right now.
The pitch. Ooh, called a strike.
That's a good one.
Found the spot there.
I mean, she's throwing pitches we haven't even seen her throw yet this game, and we're in.
Well, she's
fifth inning.
now pitching 2 lefties as if they were lefties.
Yeah. yeah.
The pitch.
Oh.
Outside, so 2-1 now. 2 outs, no runners on. Bottom of the 5th, I believe. Forward's up 5-4. The pitch. Oh, Vesco takes. That'll be strike 2. Pitch. Takes again outside. Full count now for Vesco.
What do you think she throws here, Thomas?
She's going to go inside and get it.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I can feel it. Maybe she tries to pink that corner, but I would be surprised she just doesn't go at Vesco. Yep, she did, and she got it still. Vesco will strike out swinging. That will be 3 up, 3 down for the Fords. But they're still in the lead. We will head to the top of the 6th. Fords up 5-4. Leading off for CB South. First pitch called strike. I think that is Mara Fleming, and it is. Wait. Yes. No, it's not
No.
Mara Fleming. That is a pinch hitter. Let's see what we put her name in as. Nara Sidursky. She'll foul that one off, so is that 0-1 or 1-1 or 0-2?
0-2.
0-2. Here for Wolf. Top of the sixth. Again, another. Wolf looking just to hold another inning. The pitch from Wolf. Swung on and missed, and she'll strike her out. Pinch hitter Sidursky will strike out, so up to hit. That is number 12, Riley Tice. No, maybe not, actually. I'm sorry. That's number 18, Kate Muntz. Wrong part of the order. The pitch. Muntz shows bunt. Strike one. Great pitch by Wolf to die on her there and make it hard to bunt.
I mean, I think those are my favorite pitches of hers. When she pitches them well, they're amazing. They're almost sadistic. Because I mean, if you're a batter, you're like, are you kidding me?
Swung on and missed. She looked for the slap and got caught on the inside. So 0-2 quickly for Wolf. Again, one out, no runners on here in the top of the sixth. The pitch. Swung on and missed. She'll strike out. That's 2 strikeouts for Lucy Wolf here. And up to hit. Number 6. Should that say no there? No. No, that's the top of the lineup. That's Cameron Lee. I'm sorry. My lineup is all, or my brain is all scattered right now on the Central Bucks South lineup. The first pitch. Called strike one. Wolf is just pounding the strike zone right now. The pitch. Popped it up. Oh, shoot. Ah, just short. I wanted to be
You want to be Chris Wentz?
I want to be Chris Wentz, yes. My life goal, to replicate the greatness that is Christopher Wentz.
0-2. This is the moment.
The pitch. Hit the third. Caught foul. Ah!
All right, Maddie.
Nice play, though, by Culberson there, flashing the glove.
I thought they were going to call that one fair for
Well,
a
yeah, 'cause
second. I thought it hit the line.
She plays it in the air, isn't it? maybe I'm
I think
wrong.
it bounced, did it not?
It did bounce, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is if it bounced and then she played, it would have been fair.
No.
I thought.
Once it touches, it's that's
Pop that one up.
sailing.
But Hovley settles under and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Lucy Wolf. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Ford's looking to add on some insurance, but they're still up now, 5-4. Leading off. That is Sarah Hubley. First pitch, bunts it. Oh, just back.
I mean, I feel like if she puts one down, there's no way she gets thrown out.
Pitch. Slaps it. Oh, caught by the left fielder. Outfield played in. Some solid contact from Hubley there, and then we'll turn over the lineup, but she'll
Yeah, if they
line
were
out.
playing any farther back, that would have dropped.
Up to hit Kylie Ingram with 1 out, no runners on.
Back-to-back lefties to start the inning.
I feel like I need to clarify something I said earlier in the game about parent involvement. After this pitch, I will. Ingram rips that one to right center, and it's caught. A fantastic defensive play by right fielder. I believe that's still Hannah Tracy.
She ran far for that.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
So what I said earlier about parent involvement, my point was just parents yelling at umps. I just don't really
Just let the kids have
understand
fun.
it. Yeah, but I think obviously coming out, the support today has been fantastic for both teams. That went up high to Gavigan for ball 1. Obviously, I think it has been great.
Yeah.
Both teams fans have shown out, and that's exactly what you want to see. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If anything, it's actually a great thing. The pitch up high, 2-0 count. Shannon Gavigan. I believe that is 2 outs, no runners on. All 3 have made outfield contact so far, though. The pitch, Gavigan, called a strike. Looked like she might have been able to turn on it. I won't lie, but
I mean, I don't hate that as a take though.
oh yeah. Well, you don't question Shannon Gavigan's takes.
I don't actually.
I learned last year do not question Shannon Gavigan's takes.
Oh yeah.
That one hit, popped up, and it will be caught. So a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. I believe Lucy Wolf will come out in an attempt to close it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we'll find out when we come back.
And yeah, so Ford's up 5-4. Top of the 7th. We'll be back in a minute. Mara Fleming, the first to hit for CB South, looking to keep their season on the line, alive. On the line, man. Shows bunt, hacks at it, strike 1.
All right, so let's just gloat about the amazing Lucy Wolf for a second. She is at 10 strikeouts on this game, 83% strike percentage.
That one bunted perfectly. Wolf fields it to throw the first. Not in time. It's time to stop gloating about Lucy before something bad happens. Don't want a repeat of the hockey season.
Yeah, you're so right.
Up to hit Kelly Tice.
But it is important to note that was her 94th pitch of the game, which is crazy.
That is what it being 75 degrees does. It allows you to keep going because you're not going to stiff up and get cold there.
Yeah, but I mean, also, she's got to be, her arms got to hurt. She's got to be exhausted.
So runner on first, no outs. Kelly Tice up the hit. She shows bunt. Bunts it. Dropped. Oh, no. Foul. It's going to get called foul. Kanazy with the smart play there to let it roll foul.
Whew, that's one of those plays where I know in Kanazy's head, she was like, oh, I've messed up. Please. Please let this move.
I'm surprised she didn't try what was his name? The Manny Ramirez. I don't know if you've seen that clip. There's a famous clip of, I believe it's
Him
Manny
blowing at
Ramirez.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gets down on the ground and
I don't know if they
would
would have given her that, though.
So 1 strike, runner on first, no out. She shows bunts, knocks it down. Culbertson should have her at first. They do. Lead runner thrown out. 1 out, runner at second.
Oh, my. I am so nervous, Thomas.
Up to hit, Ella Wheeler.
I want to say things, but every time I think about something to say, I'm like, oh, I get hockey flashbacks. I feel the broadcaster's curse looming over me.
I wonder if we're going to see another bunt. I'm not going to lie.
Again?
Yeah,
They're
Seems
just
to
going
be
to
the
try and move
strategy.
the runner again.
pops it up.
Get that, Thomas.
Oh,
I wanted to see you run for that.
one of these times I'm going to catch it and I'm going to be a hero.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad strategy by
By
CB
me?
South. I mean, you've got somebody on second. You only have 1 out. Move her to third and hope for the best.
A 1 inside. Yeah, I won't lie. Wheeler there. You know, little bit of the chase on lead. Throw the elbow out just a smidge. So 1-1 count. Runner at second. 1 out. The pitch from Wolf. Popped it up. I think it's gonna. Oh, just foul off the dugout. So 0-2 now.
Annabelle Canese wanted that one.
Oh yeah. And obviously everything right now is big with the 1-run lead. 1-2, 1 out. Runner at second. Ford's up 5-4 in the top of the 7th. The pitch ripped into left field.
That's
Foul.
Woo-hoo, thank you. Thank you. Oh. I mean, everything that happens, I just like, it's almost like you just get these like flashes of like the end of the season. It's too close for comfort.
And I think that would be the 100th pitch of Lucy Wolf's, or 100th pitch for Lucy Wolf today. Pitch pops it up again, foul.
Oh, no car.
No, oh. 1-2.
You know what I am curious about? Do they have a limit on how many pitches she's allowed to throw?
If they did, it did not come into play at all last year with Emma Taylor, who was throwing like 115 a game. The pitch swung on and missed. Lucy Wolf blows it right by Wheeler. 2 outs now.
I mean, I know I've talked about how calm and collected she is all season, but this is the moment where it matters. You are 1 out away from securing your spot in the semis. You want the most calm, unemotional pitcher in the circle.
The pitch hit the third.
Come on,
Culbertson
Maddie. Come on,
fields
Maddie.
it, throws it to first, and the Fords will win. They're going to move on to the semifinals of the PIAA tournament.
Let's go!
CB South, who had a big upset against Quakertown last game, loses 5-4. Fords win, and they'll continue in the playoffs.
Which means we continue, Thomas, hopefully.
Potentially.
Potentially.
We have to look at the schedule. We will only be broadcasting if they are a higher seed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to really quickly pull up
The
the
1
schedule.
seed plays today. The 1 seed plays the 13 seed today, something around there. So
And a fantastic game all around.
thank you. Respect your officials.
A fantastic job. The officials actually had a really good game.
They had an incredible game. I mean, the PIAA always does a great job, but I mean,
Incredibly consistent, which is
yeah,
one of the big
very,
things.
very consistent.
So, with Haverford moving on as the 10th seed, they would either play Garnet Valley, who's the 3 seed, or Downingtown East, which is the 6 seed. So neither one will they have home field
Really?
in the semifinals. Yes.
Oh, wow.
According to the most recent PIAA bracket. Downingtown East won. So Downingtown East took that game, which means the Fords will play there in Downingtown East next on what? I think it's Monday or Tuesday. I think it's
What's
Tuesday.
today? Friday?
Friday?
So I think they play
over
Monday.
the weekend.
Or it should
Oh
tell
wait,
you
it
at the
says
top
it.
of the
They
schedule.
play Tuesday. So coming back from Memorial Day, and
Oh, yeah, I forgot Monday was Memorial Day.
happy Memorial Day to everyone out there.
Yeah.
We will be back with interviews momentarily.
Oh, yes, we will.
And thank you for listening to us for the moment.
I am here with Lucy Wolf, your pitcher for this evening. So I don't know if you're aware of how many strikes you throw throughout the game, but you threw over 100 today, which is a lot. How do you just stay focused throughout the game and, as these innings go on?
It's easy when. Sorry. Can we
You got this.
I don't really know. Like, it's just kind of like I'm out there and I'm just like all in. Like, I know my defense is gonna field any ball that I throw, and I know what I have to do, and I know my job, and I know if they hit it, my defense is gonna field it, and I just know strikes are what gets outs, and that's important.
Yeah. So how do you feel to be moving on? Very exciting.
I'm super excited. I'm ready, and I think the whole team is ready too. Like, I think we're ready. We have a lot of energy right now, winning, and we're on a streak, and we're ready to go.
All right. Well, thank you, and great job tonight.
Thank you. Holy crap, that was so.
All right. So I am here with shortstop Shannon Gavigan. Great job today.
Thank you.
So you had just a couple miscues fielding today, but you definitely made up for those with your hits and what you were able to do offensively. As a leader, how does it feel to just kind of know that you're just such an example for your team, and how do you kind of go about while you're on the field just showing your team and being an example?
I think everyone makes it really easy because we all just like to play for each other. So I think that the encouragement from everyone around me, honestly, makes it a lot easier. And it makes me want to play for them more than just myself, which makes it a lot easier to just be that leader, I guess.
All right, and so you're moving on. How do you feel? It's your season. It's your senior season. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. The last 2 years, we've lost in the district semifinals both years. So I'm thinking that hopefully this year we can pull it out, and I'm really proud of everyone and how far we've come.
All right, well, great job tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining our broadcast today. Fords win 5-4 against Central Bucks South. This potentially may be our last broadcast of the season. We have no clue yet.
We will never know.
But the Fords will advance to the round of 4, I guess, the semifinals.
Semis, yeah.
Where they will be playing Downtown East.
Yes.
So, for potentially the last time, maybe not. My name is Thomas St. Joseph, joined by more of our boys, and we thank you all for watching, and we will see you potentially next time.
Roll forwards.